Quick question. What did you eat for breakfast this morning? Now think about this. What if that meal was the reason your muscles are growing slower than they should be? Not your workout, not your sleep, your breakfast. That sounds crazy, right? A bowl of food can't undo hours in the gym. But here's the thing, it can. And most people don't know it's happening. See, your body is working against you every single morning, whether you notice it or not. While you slept, your body went hours without any food. No protein came in. So your body started using its own muscle for fuel. This happens to everyone. It's normal. But it means your muscles wake up already in a small hole, and what you eat next decides how fast you climb out of that hole, or how long you stay stuck in it. Most people grab cereal, or toast, or a granola bar they think is healthy. None of these give your body what it actually needs in that moment. So the hole gets deeper, hour after hour, day after day. And then people wonder why their gains are slow, even though they're training hard. This isn't a guess. This isn't bro science. This is based on real research on how muscle actually grows. Researchers have studied exactly what your body needs after a night without food. They've found the exact amount of protein that flips the switch and tells your body, stop breaking down muscle, start building it. Most people have no idea this switch even exists. So they eat breakfast with zero strategy, and they pay for it with slower results. Today, that changes. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 breakfasts that are built around this exact science, not random healthy foods. Foods picked because they hit the number your body needs to start building muscle the second you wake up. And I'm not just giving you a list. I'm going to explain why each one works, so you understand the why, not just the what. But here's my promise to you. If you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to show you the one breakfast on this list that costs less than a coffee, takes less than 2 minutes to make, and might be the single easiest change you make this year for building muscle. Most people skip right past this food every single day, without knowing what it can do for them. So stick around, because your next breakfast could be the one that finally gets your body out of that hole and starts building real muscle instead. Okay, let's talk about what science-backed actually means in this video, because that phrase gets used a lot online, and most of the time there's no real science behind it. So let's fix that right now. Here's the one idea you need to understand before we get to the food. It's called muscle protein synthesis. Don't worry, it's simpler than it sounds. Muscle protein synthesis is just your body's process of building new muscle. Every time you eat enough protein, your body gets the signal to start this process. Think of it like flipping a switch. The switch turns on muscle building. But here's the part most people don't know. The switch doesn't just turn on by eating some protein. It needs a certain amount to fully turn on. This is called the leucine threshold. Leucine is one piece found inside protein, and your body needs a certain amount of it in one sitting to fully flip that muscle-building switch. For most people, this means you need somewhere around 25 to 40 grams of protein in one meal. Eat less than that, and the switch only turns on halfway. Eat way more than that, and the extra doesn't add more muscle-building power. It just gets used for energy instead. This is huge, because most people think more protein always equals more muscle. That's not true. It's not about eating as much as possible. It's about eating enough in the right amount at the right time to fully flip that switch. That's the whole goal of the breakfasts I'm about to show you. Each one is built to hit that number. Now let's clear up one more myth. You've probably heard people talk about an anabolic window. The idea that you have to eat protein within a tiny window after waking up, or you miss your chance to build muscle. That's not really how it works. Your body doesn't slam a door shut after 30 minutes. What actually matters is your protein across the whole day. Breakfast is important not because of some magic window, but because most people go 7, 8, even 10 hours overnight without any protein at all. That's a long time with the muscle-building switch turned off. So breakfast isn't magic. It's just your first chance in a long time to flip that switch back on. This is the real science behind everything in this video. Not a trend, not a guess, just how your body actually works. And once you understand this one idea, the leucine threshold, you'll never look at breakfast the same way again. Now that you know the why, let's get into the rules I use to pick these 7 breakfasts, because every single one was chosen on purpose. Before I show you the 7 breakfasts, let me explain exactly how I picked them, because I didn't just throw together a list of healthy foods. Every single one had to pass 4 rules. Rule 1, it has to hit the number. Remember that 25 to 40 gram range we just talked about? Every breakfast on this list hits it. No exceptions. If it doesn't flip the muscle-building switch, it's not on this list. Rule 2, it has to be fast. I'm not asking you to cook a 4-course meal at 6 in the morning. Nobody has time for that. Every breakfast here takes just a few minutes to make, or can be prepped the night before. If you're busy, this list still works for you. Rule 3, it has to work for real budgets. High-protein food has a reputation for being expensive. Protein powders, fancy bars, specialty products. You won't find that here. These breakfasts use simple, normal ingredients you can find at any grocery store without spending a fortune. Rule 4, it has to work for different diets. Not everyone eats meat. Not everyone eats dairy. So this list isn't just eggs and chicken on repeat. You'll see animal-based options. You'll see plant-based options. And for some of these, I'll even give you a quick swap, so no matter how you eat, you'll walk away with breakfasts that work for you. So, to sum it up, every breakfast on this list is high enough in protein to matter, fast enough to actually make, cheap enough to stick with, and flexible enough to fit your diet. That's the bar. And every single one of these 7 cleared it. All right, rules are set. Science is explained. Now let's get into the food. All right, let's get into it. Breakfast number 1. Number 1 is the Greek yogurt power bowl. This is simple. Take 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Add a handful of berries. Add a small handful of nuts or seeds on top. That's it. That's the whole breakfast. Here's why this one works. 1 cup of Greek yogurt gives you somewhere around 20 grams of protein. That's already inside our target range from earlier. But here's the science note most people don't know. Greek yogurt contains something called casein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein. That means it doesn't just hit your body all at once. It releases slowly over a longer period of time. So while it's giving you that muscle-building signal, it's also keeping that protein flowing for longer after you eat. Less than 2 minutes to make. Costs around $2 a serving. And if dairy isn't your thing, you can swap this for a thick coconut yogurt with a scoop of plant-based protein mixed in. Same result, different source. Breakfast number 2. The classic egg scramble. But not just any egg scramble. Here's the exact version that hits our number. 3 whole eggs plus 2 extra egg whites scrambled together. That's it. Maybe some spinach or peppers if you want. Why this combo? 3 whole eggs alone give you about 19 grams of protein. Add 2 egg whites, and you push that number up to around 30 grams. That's right in the sweet spot we talked about earlier. And here's the science note on this one. Whole eggs aren't just protein. The yolk carries nutrients like choline and vitamin D, which support your body in other ways, beyond just muscle. So by using whole eggs plus a couple extra whites, you get the nutrition of the yolk and the extra protein boost of the whites, without needing 6 whole eggs to hit your number. Cost? Maybe $1.50 a serving. Time? 5 minutes, tops. Breakfast number 3, and this one is for anyone who doesn't eat eggs or dairy at all. The Tofu Scramble. Take about half a block of firm tofu. Crumble it in a pan like you would scrambled eggs. Add a little turmeric for color, some garlic powder, and any veggies you like. Half a block of tofu gives you close to 20 grams of protein. On its own, that's already solid. But here's how you push it even higher to hit our full range. Add a side of 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds or a small handful of edamame. That alone can add another 10 grams. Now you're sitting right in that 25 to 30 gram zone. And the science note here: tofu is a complete protein, meaning it has all the amino acids your body needs, including enough leucine to help flip that muscle-building switch, even though it's plant-based. This is proof that you don't need meat or dairy to hit the target. Prep time, about 7 minutes. And this is a great one to double up and meal prep for a few mornings at once. Breakfast number 4, protein oats. This one is for anyone who needs something warm, filling, and easy to customize. Take half a cup of dry oats. Cook it with milk instead of water. Dairy or plant-based, either works. Once it's done cooking, stir in 1 scoop of protein powder. Top with a spoon of peanut butter or almond butter. Here's the math. The oats and milk alone give you a nice base of protein, somewhere around 10 to 12 grams, depending on the milk you use. Add a scoop of protein powder, and you're adding another 20 to 25 grams on top of that. That puts you well past our target, with room to adjust depending on how hungry you are. The science note on this one: oats also release energy slowly, similar to that casein we talked about earlier. So you're not just hitting your protein number, you're also avoiding that mid-morning energy crash a lot of people get from a low-protein, high-sugar breakfast. Cost-wise, this is one of the cheapest meals on the list, especially if you buy oats and protein powder in bulk. Breakfast number 5, and this one might surprise you. Cottage cheese toast. Take 2 slices of whole grain toast. Top each slice with a half cup of cottage cheese. Add a drizzle of honey or some sliced tomato and black pepper if you want it more savory. Here's why this one deserves a spot on the list. A single cup of cottage cheese can give you close to 25 grams of protein, all on its own. Split across 2 slices of toast, you're easily hitting our target range, while also getting carbs from the toast to fuel your morning. The science note here is interesting. Cottage cheese, like Greek yogurt, is also high in casein, so you're getting that same slow-release protein benefit. Most people overlook cottage cheese completely because of how it used to be marketed as a diet food from decades ago. But pound for pound, it's one of the most efficient protein sources you can buy, and it's usually one of the cheapest items in the entire dairy aisle. Breakfast number 6. For anyone who eats on the move, this one is for you. The turkey sausage egg wrap. Take 2 turkey sausage patties or links cooked. Scramble 2 eggs. Wrap both inside a whole wheat tortilla. That's the whole breakfast, and you can eat it with one hand on your way out the door. Here's the protein breakdown. 2 turkey sausage patties typically give you around 14 grams of protein. 2 scrambled eggs add another 12 to 13 grams. Combined, you're sitting right around 26 to 27 grams, right in our zone. The science note on this one is about consistency, not just chemistry. A lot of people skip breakfast entirely on busy mornings, which means they miss this entire window completely. This wrap takes under 5 minutes if you prep the sausage and eggs the night before, which means there's no excuse for skipping it, even on your busiest day. And finally, breakfast number 7. The one I promised you back at the start of this video. This is the Peanut Butter Protein Smoothie, and here's exactly what goes into it. 1 cup of milk, dairy or plant-based, 1 scoop of protein powder, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 banana. Blend it all together for about 30 seconds. And that's it. Done. Here's why this earns the final spot on the list. The milk alone gives you around 8 grams of protein. The scoop of protein powder adds another 20 to 25 grams. That puts this smoothie well past our 25 to 40 gram target in under 2 minutes of prep time, with basically zero cleanup besides 1 blender cup. The science note here ties everything together. Liquid protein, like what you get in a smoothie, tends to digest even faster than solid food, which means this is one of the fastest ways to flip that muscle-building switch we talked about back at the start of the video. Cost-wise, this whole smoothie usually comes out to under $2 a serving, depending on your protein powder. Less than a cup of coffee at most coffee shops, just like I told you it would be. So, there they are, all 7 breakfasts. Each one hits the number. Each one fits real mornings and real budgets. And between the 7 of them, you've got eggs, dairy, plant-based options, and grab-and-go choices. So no matter how you eat or how busy your mornings are, at least one of these fits your life. Starting tomorrow. Now, before we wrap up, I want to say something important. You do not need to eat all 7 of these every single week for the rest of your life. That's not how this works. And honestly, if any video tells you that, be skeptical of it. Food should fit your life, not control it. So here's how I actually want you to use this list. Pick 2 or 3 of these that fit your schedule and your taste right now. Maybe it's the Egg Scramble on weekdays because it's fast, and the smoothie on weekends because you're in less of a rush. Maybe it's the Tofu Scramble 3 days a week, and the Cottage cheese toast the other days. It doesn't matter which combination you choose. What matters is that whatever you pick, you can actually stick with it. Here's a simple rule to remember. Rotate between 2 or 3 of these breakfasts at a time. Once you get bored or your schedule changes, swap in a different one from the list. You'll never run out of options, and you'll never feel stuck eating the same thing every single day for months on end. That's the real goal here. Not a rigid plan you'll quit in 2 weeks. A flexible system you can actually keep using because it fits into your real life. Not just a perfect version of your life that doesn't exist. All right, let's bring this all together. Here's a quick recap of everything we covered today. The Greek yogurt power bowl, the classic egg scramble, the tofu scramble for anyone skipping meat or dairy, protein oats for something warm and filling, cottage cheese toast, the one most people sleep on, the turkey sausage egg wrap for busy mornings, and the peanut butter protein smoothie, the one I promised you at the very start of this video. 7 breakfasts. Every single one backed by real science, not guesswork. Every single one hits the protein number your body actually needs to start building muscle the moment you wake up. So, let's go back to where we started. I told you, your breakfast might be the reason your muscles are growing slower than they should be. And now you know exactly why. You know about the leucine threshold. You know your body needs a real number, not just some protein, to flip that muscle-building switch. And now, you have 7 simple ways to hit that number, no matter how busy you are, no matter your budget, and no matter how you eat. So here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, pick one of these 7. Just one. And actually make it. Not next week. Not when you have more time. Tomorrow. If this video helped you, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because I'm going to keep breaking down the real science behind building muscle, without the bro science and without the guesswork. And drop a comment letting me know which one of these 7 you're trying first. I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know your breakfast was working against you. Starting tomorrow, it's going to start working for you instead. See you in the next video.